Okay, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing well. So the WBA have actually now ordered the fight between Otabek Kholmatov and Raymond the Savage Ford. I did a video about this a couple of weeks ago actually. Once again, give a shout out to True School Sports. He was the one that broke the story initially. This was when they were first in talks, but now it has officially been ordered. Excuse the train. But this is a really good fight. This is for the featherweight WBA vacant title. And look, Otabek Kholmatov, this is a very tough fight for Raymond Ford. It's a very good fight for boxing in general, but this is gonna, I mean, they're gonna get the best out of each other because they probably haven't fought anybody like each other. Kholmatov, Southpaw, Uzbek. I made a documentary on Uzbek boxers. They are tough. They are ready. I'll leave the link up here. They are game and they're disciplined, and he's gonna be ready. Raymond Ford is coming from strength to strength since he's been with Coach Anthony, and look, he's been putting in good performances after good performances. After he had a little bit of a blip against Vasquez, and there was another fight where, you know, it was controversial, but Coach Anthony's getting the best out of him, and I love that. It's amazing to see, and he's really keeping him focused and disciplined, and those are the two things that he's going to really need in this fight. And he's going to need to be in the best shape of his life. Why? Because when the fight gets a little, you know, touch and go in the end, and your tiredness kicks in, your mental fortitude's got to kick in, but the work you put in, the time you put in the gym before that will come through, because Raymond Ford has got the skills to neutralize Otabek. For sure. He's southpaw, he's a crispy puncher, he's got good defense, his defense is getting better. And I'll pull up a couple of clips now against in the Magdalena fight where, you know, Magdalena is quite strong and he was pushing him back and trying to bully him, and Ford was able just to neutralize some cute little moves and shut Magdalena down. And I think he's probably going to need to do that because Otabek likes to come forward and put the pressure on you, apply that southpaw Uzbek pendulum step style pressure, which is relentless. You know, he's not an all-out guns blazing pressure fighter, but they apply a slow, steady pressure with good counter-punching ability, being on the front foot. It's a very amazing style, the Uzbek style. It really is. Generally, there are different, obviously, fighters, but generally they do teach a come forward, be aggressive, and let that backhand go. Otabek's got a great uppercut to the body. So's Ergashev. It's a similar punch, but he's got a good back left hand. He's a well-schooled fighter, do you know what I mean? And that true school, shout out to him. He was, you know, he watches him in Florida, and he's saying his stamina's out of control, and you know, he's been watching him and said he's a tough dude. So, you know, this fight will come down probably to, like I said, I think Raymond Ford does have a chance. A very tough fight for him, but with the skill set that he has and him and the confidence, he's a confidence fighter, right? And he's been getting his confidence, and he is coming off the back of probably his best performance against Magdalena, looking sharp, coming from strength to strength. Like I said, Coach Anthony giving him the actual push he needs, and well, more than a push, but just that final polish, you know, and just making the fighter flourish. I can't wait for this fight. Leewood, ducks, Otabek. I'm going to make a video on the art of ducking. Not the art of ducking, but what is an actual duck, because, you know, it can be misled sometimes or misused, where fighters get labeled as ducks and they're not ducking. They are ducking, but there are some business behind the scene situations we don't necessarily know about. And Lee Wood might fall into that category. I'm going to look into that and I'll bring him up. Lomachenko, Frank Martin, Jamel Charlo, you know, basically every single fighter that you can probably think of is probably guilty of some kind of duck, you know. But is it a duck? It's not a duck, but it's not so bad where they're just scared of fighting somebody either. But that's a whole nother video. But for now, this is good news. I don't know when the fight is. I don't think it's been, obviously, the date. They've still got to figure that out. But it has been ordered. And we'll be looking out for this one, because it's an interesting mesh of styles too, because they're both southpaws. They're both skilled. And they're both hungry, you know. And it just makes for just a really great watch, hopefully. And Raymond Ford will be put to the test, especially late, you know, when those skills get breached. What's he going to do then? or if he does get touched up with that backhand, that left hand, what's he going to do then? Adversity is going to kick in, and that's when Coach Anthony comes in and tries to dig something out of him that, you know, he might not have brought out of him, or he might not have been to that place before. I think both of these fighters are going to have to go to a place they might not have been to before, whether it be getting out skilled and have to overcome that from Otabek, or Raymond Ford dealing with just physical adversity and just obviously being skilled as well. Kholmatov's got a lot of skill, and you know, having to deal with that for 12 rounds, walking on that tightrope of you know, he's powerful dude. He's a powerful guy. He's 10 knockouts in 11 fights. He wiped out that Tommy Ward. Tommy Ward said that was the best fighter he'd ever fought. So like I said, they're well polished, these Uzbek fighters. Shout out to the Uzbeks locked in. But that is it from me. As soon as this gets announced a bit closer to the date, maybe I'll do a fight breakdown, and we'll see. But that's it for now. Have a lovely weekend. It's Saturday today. Make it the best one ever. And I've got loads of videos coming out. I'm working on a Regis how to cut the ring off video, which will be out tonight or tomorrow. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, because there's like something like 90, a very high 90% of people that watch aren't subscribed. I appreciate you watching, of course, but hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Peace and love. I'm out.